Okay, who we got? Oh, yeah. Oh, you guys are in for a treat. This girl she is so fun. She really is. Okay, welcome to the stage, Max McGee.
True story. Chicago really is my hometown. But people keep saying to me, how did you ever escape? Because it's the murder capital of the world. But did you know that Chicago's just recently been named the friendliest city in the nation? That means the guy who's going to shoot you is also going to give you directions to the hospital. I grew up on the great Irish South Side of Chicago. One of those neighborhoods where there's a bar in every corner and sometimes in the middle of the block. Our favorite bars were O'Malley's, McNally's, and the Cork and Kerry. That's Kerry, Kerry, as in the county in Ireland, not as in carry out. Oh, I'll tell you, late at night, there'd be a lot of carrying out of those Irish drunks after hours. My dad's favorite bar, O'Malley's. That's where he held Irish preschool. It's exactly what it sounds like. I mean, how else can the Irish keep up their drinking legacy unless they start the kids early? My dad used to think the nuns were going to be able to help out with that, but They kept stealing those little bottles of Irish whiskey. I guess it was a habit with them. So our lessons were held in the bar on the night we went down to bring our dads home for dinner. We had some great lessons. Let's see. We learned how to pour a neat shot of Irish whiskey. You know what? That means filling the jar up exactly with whiskey. Don't leave any empty space. Why waste good liquor space with things like ice cubes and, God forbid, fruit? We also had a lot of practice in terms of giving good head to a glass of Guinness beer. And you know that green beer that a lot of you drink on St. Patrick's Day? No good Irishman ever touches that stuff. And in order to help us learn how to stagger home without really staggering, we would get last sips out of the beer bottles at the end of the night. Oh, wow. My father had 3 beers tonight. Oh, but Jimmy's dad had 6 beers tonight. Oh, and there's a bottle of Bailey's Irish Cream. Oh, that was sitting on our favorite parish priest's table, Father Mulcahy. No, the word gay was not in the preschool. But you know what? It really bothers me to this day even that we get no respect in Chicago, especially from New Yorkers. Those New Yorkers, everything's bigger, better, faster in their world. We're always playing second city. So I remember one time I was holding a business meeting in Chicago, and I found that some guys from New York were coming in. They knew nothing about the city and had never been there. So of course, me, I'll talk to anybody. I'm like, I'm taking those guys and I'm bringing them in my car and I'm going to be the tour guide. So one of the neat things about Chicago is you're driving north or south through the city, you can look over and see the lakefront at the intersections. So we pile them in the car and we're driving along. And, hey guys, that's our Sears Tower. That's the biggest building in the city. Yeah, how long did it take you to build it? I don't know, 10, 15 years. In New York, we built it in 8. Now they're still looking out the window at what's going on at the lakefront there. And then I go, hey, this is our John Hancock building, a famous building in Chicago. Yeah, how long did it take you to build it? I don't know, 8 years. In New York, 4. I'm driving, I'm not saying another word at this point, but I still see them looking over the lake. Like, hey, how long did it take you to build that? Damn if I know, it wasn't there yesterday. Michigan lakefront in summer. I used to go sailing a lot with a bunch of girlfriends. You know, our Saturday afternoons out in the boat. But we got so irritated with those young punk kids that would come racing up in their boats and try to get really close and scare us. So we thought we'd kind of get even with them. We girls, we went out and we bought these little t-shirts and had the letters IBTC on them. That would be my husband laughing. He knows that stood for the Itty Bitty Titty Club. True story. So the next Saturday, we girls get back on the boat. We all got our little t-shirts on, and that boat comes up real fast. Okay, girls, 1, 2, 3. Shirts go up, and we gave them the itty bitty titty. Needless to say, we got pretty popular by the end of the summer. So we had to go out and recruit some other ladies. So we brought one on the boat one day. We let her borrow a t-shirt, gave her specific directions what to do. 1, 2, 3. And you hear this, I can't get them out. I can't get them out. Obviously, our pre-screening process was a bit flawed. She belonged to the I'm bigger than C club. And a word of advice, if you're ever walking along the lakefront, don't look up. I was walking along one day with one of my friends who, hair never out of place, very pristine. And all of a sudden, I kind of see it in the distance, this big old pterodactyl-sized bird coming towards us. Bigger than any bird you've ever seen in New York. Coming towards us, I glance at her. She's gonna look up. I step back, I take my debris-deflecting parasol, and just then there, that bird swoops in, and she gets nailed with the biggest shitload of bird poop I've ever seen. No more pristine, but there'll be a difference. And it's really sad to see a grown woman cry. Who knew that bird poop takes the hair color out of your hair? And how did I know that was a disaster waiting to happen? Because when I was 16 years old, I was spending an evening down at Montrose Harbor with my first boyfriend. We were watching the submarine races. Yes, you've all been there. And had my dad known about it, I would not be standing here. So we're watching submarine races. It's a beautiful, warm summer night, and we're sitting in a '64 Mustang convertible with the top down. Nice romantic night. I look up, and that same pterodactyl bird came and got me. I live forever. I just had the biggest face full of the same. And I swear he was then my ex-boyfriend shortly thereafter, because I found out that he put out a contract with that bird so he could say he dumped on me twice. Okay, well, that's about it for me tonight, gang. I need to go back to Chicago tomorrow. Unfortunately, a dear friend of mine died the other day. He was one of the guys from the Irish neighborhood. Sad, my first thought is, great, an Irish party. We used to do that, you know the Irish way, where the body goes into a casket, and the casket goes into the funeral home, and all the Irish people bring their best liquor and booze, and their White Castle hamburgers, and we party around the body. But anyway, his wife is so pissed at him for dying, however, no party for him. She's just going to have him cremated and be done with it. But she refuses to pay the $2,400 that the funeral home wants for the cremation. So she's threatening to bring out her own grill and do it herself. Barb, you can't do that. You have to wait until I get there. Why? We're gonna need a bigger grill.